content to let Tucker Carlson be the champion of being the sworn enemy of lying, pomposity, smugness, and groupthink. I'm Mel McGinnis with another edition of the Sophie Scholl Monologue. Columbia. Yes, Columbia. The University of Columbia. Then and now. Think about it. In America, since October 7th, when Israel had its 9/11, demands for ceasefire in Gaza and aid for the Gazans have turned to chants of, "We are Hamas," and "Death to America." A new epicenter of anti-Semitism foments from protesters squatting, not encamping, squatting on Columbia University. Classes must go hybrid. The Orthodox rabbi on campus advises Jewish students to leave campus for their own safety. The rotten fruit of critical race theory yielded from its Marxist tree planted in Columbia in 1935 infects all aspects of culture and judges everyone to be either the oppressor or the oppressed. Playing into the hands of oppressed Hamas, cultural Marxism is academia's ideological Molotov cocktail exploding on campuses, canceling a graduation and blocking traffic goers from getting to their destinations. Conceived over 250 years ago, Columbia's biblically derived motto, "In thy light we see light," from Psalm 36:9, was evident after the Revolutionary War in a commencement address to its graduates given by its president, William Samuel Johnson, signer of the U.S. Constitution. Then, Johnson said, "You have this day received a public education, the purpose whereof hath been to qualify you to serve your Creator and your country." Does education slam or serve our Creator and our country now? Johnson said, "Thus you assume the character of scholars, of men, and of citizens. Today, Columbia looks like a propagandized university of indoctrinated social justice warriors assisted by Soros-funded rent-a-mobs dumbfounded over what from the river to the sea means." Johnson said, "Your first great duties are those you owe to heaven, to your Creator and your Redeemer. Today, there's a religious-like duty to the dictates of diversity, equity, and inclusion, and 101 isms." Johnson said, "Imprint deep upon your minds the principles of piety towards God and a reverence and fear of His holy name." Today, protesting students imbibe the words of Khaled Barakat, who lectured at Columbia's Resistance 101 event and defended Hamas's terrorism on October 7. Johnson said, "Remember, too, that you are the redeemed of the Lord, and that you are bought with a price, even the inestimable price of the precious blood of the Son of God." Today, tainted money from China and Saudi Arabia buys off Columbia, which graduates students whose loans we have to pay off. Johnson said, "Adore Jehovah, therefore, as your God and your judge." Today, is God's existence even acknowledged, let alone adored? Johnson said, "Acquaint yourselves with him and his word and his holy ordinances." Today, they're gaining acquaintance with ideology consistent with preferred pronouns, gender confusion, and justification for mutilating children's bodies. Finally, Johnson said, "Whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things and do them." Today, whatsoever at Columbia includes rage, intimidation, demands, belligerence, Jew bashing, and death to America. Superbly satirizing the nonsense, a headline from the Babylon Bee reads, "Columbia protesters clarify they only want death to America after America is done paying for their student loans." If Johnson were here, his heart would ache and break over the direction the school leads the students. If he were here, he would weep and grieve over students being led like sheep without a shepherd, or even worse, false ones. Recognizing the reckless course taken by poisoned Ivy League schools, University of Penn scholar in residence Brian Rosewald said, "Our profession may be on a suicide mission." Will the rest of America follow or return by way of Columbia under William Samuel Johnson? Well, unlike Tony Kornheiser of Pardon the Interruption, I cannot promise you I'll do better the next time. And unlike Tony Kornheiser, I will continue to raise and fly the flag of sackcloth, a flag to tell us how we need to humble ourselves. Bye for now.